She goes, unless you're in a bathroom and it's heated.
Okay, if you want a quickie every once in a while, fine.
Yeah, quickies are fine. That's fun and exciting.
But
in public,
yeah,
for sure.
Foreplay is, yeah. Welcome to Pelvic POV with your hosts and doctors of physical therapy, Amanda Neary and Hannah Meyer. Hey, pelvic freaks. Welcome back to another episode of Pelvic POV.
Well, you're freaks for us and we're freaks for your pelvis, baby.
It is 2025.
Hell yeah.
That's crazy.
We made it.
I accidentally wrote 2023 the other day.
Another year of life.
We made it here.
We're filming on a Sunday again, guys, so we may have church. We said we would never film on Sundays again, but
the holiday schedule got the best of us.
Yeah, so if you hear the church rambling, just let them do their thing.
Let them do their thing. We may or may not hear some beautiful harmonies or little kids stomping around.
Mm-hmm. How do you guys feel about 2025?
Yeah, we want to know. I, for one, feel really good about 2025.
I do too.
Yeah.
Although I had the worst thing that ever could have possibly happened to me happen last night.
What happened?
It's so annoying because we just talked about it on the podcast.
Oh my God. Oh, you farted?
In my sleep, dude. In my sleep.
Naked?
No.
So you didn't shove it up there?
I didn't. I was fully clothed too. Sweatshirt, sweatpants, everything.
Oh, no.
It was the loudest. Of my, like, that ever.
You were nervous.
No, I've never farted that loud in my life. Ever.
That is wild.
Like, he had to waken up. I slept over with my crush last night. I still am like, I wonder if I dreamed it or not, but no, I don't think I did, dude.
Wow.
I don't think I did.
And he didn't say anything?
He didn't say anything.
Did your heart start racing?
You're speaking from experience.
I am.
Did he ever bring it up? Ever?
No.
Maybe that will be what happened. Or maybe I just never see him again. Ever.
I don't think that's going to happen. It seems like it's going well otherwise.
Bro, you don't get it. It was really loud.
I do get that. I've been there.
Why would my body do that to me?
Because you were nervous.
No, I wasn't. Maybe.
Well, you were nervous about that.
I wasn't thinking about it when I went to sleep. I wasn't like, oh, I hope I don't fart in my sleep. I wasn't thinking at all about that. Anyways.
She's freaking out.
I am, sorry. And then I got in my Uber this morning to come here because I had just left that place. And I got in the Uber and I was like, very like, I got in. I was like, oh my God. Like I was like mumbling and like shifting around. And he's like, hey, like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, like something terrible just happened to me. And then he's like, oh, like he has an accent. And I didn't realize that he didn't speak English really well. But I'm just like, have you ever farted in your sleep? And he goes, what? And then he says something to me that's like broken English and I have no idea what he's saying. And then I quickly realized I'm like, oh, he has no idea what I just said. And then I try to, instead of letting it go, I'm like, fart in your sleep. And he's like, in my sleep? Yeah, I sleep. Like he doesn't get it. And I'm like, yeah, but do you ever fart in your sleep? Like he can barely understand me and I can barely understand him. Then he's like, do you live alone? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so do I. And I'm like, that's cool. And he's like, maybe we can live together. And I'm like, sir, I just told you about my sleep farting incident with this like man that I have a huge crush on. And now you're asking if we should move in together.
Interesting.
And then he asked me for my number.
My favorite part of all of this is that you were going to tell a stranger about your sleep farting.
I was flustered this morning.
How that worked on him? I don't know.
I was like even worried about putting this in this episode because what if he sees it? He doesn't watch these probably.
Well, then you just acknowledge it and it's funny. It's better if you can laugh at
Not
it.
funny to me.
It's better if you can laugh at it, though. Deep breaths.
Anyways, we're going to talk about our ins and outs for 2025 today.
Anyways, that was honestly a very strong start, but it did make for a good story. So that was a way to go out.
Well, after the Uber, after he was like, "Can I get your number?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Oh, but like, you don't have a boyfriend?" I'm like, "Yeah, but I kind of am like talking to someone, but like, I don't know." I could have just been like, "No, I have a boyfriend," and just like left it at that, but whatever. Then we just didn't talk the rest of the trip. He's just like, "Okay." And then I'll Be by Edwin McCain comes on and just plays the rest of the Uber drive.
Isn't it annoying that we have to be like, "No, I have a boyfriend," for them to respect it?
Yeah.
It's like, no, I just don't want to give you my number, you
Yeah.
freaking freak.
That can be our first in of 2025, setting boundaries and not feeling bad about hurting men's feelings.
That's been in for me for the last 3 years.
I think that 2024 just like that happened to me this year.
Heck yeah.
This past year.
Yay. I'm excited to see more of it from you in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want to pull my list. I made a little list.
Oh, me too. So yeah, guys, I don't know if I'm going to keep that story in. Yeah, I probably will.
That's our only intro.
Who cares? We have to keep it in. I don't even care anymore. At this point, we all die at some point. So if you guys know that I farted in my sleep one time, I don't care.
I think even without dying, it's okay.
Before we get started, can I read this quote that I wrote down from what you said at the concert?
Yeah.
Amanda,
wait, what did I say?
We were at the Suki Waterhouse concert, and Amanda looks at me and goes, "Do you think because we are seeing this right now, it means we're already dead?" In like the middle of the concert. And then I look at Lauren, who came with us, her roommate, and Lauren looks at me and is shaking her head already. She goes, "I can't help her. She's a lost cause. I already tried."
I think I had tears in my eyes at this point too. So there's a backstory, which is that I was a little high at this concert.
We took an edible. We both took an edible beforehand.
Yeah, and when I tell you I had an existential crisis about memories in the middle of one of Suki's songs. She's just singing, looking like a goddess, the spotlight on her, and I'm like, it's crazy because memories are formed when you sleep. But I'm already remembering this. So that means I already slept, which means I already died. And all of this is fake.
That's crazy. But then she started to try to like, from what I remember, tried to like explain it. But then I was starting to think about it too hard. And then I was like, I have to stop. And Lauren was just like, I can't handle you guys.
Honestly, I stand by that.
The only other thing I wrote down from that night is when you're like talking, you go, "I want to go to a lesbian bar in London." And I go, "Right now?"
Yeah, let's get to London right now.
Oh, wait. I remember one last thing. Me and Amanda write down quotes from nights whenever we like die laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Is when I've been telling every single patient I know that Suki Waterhouse is married to George Clooney. They're like, "Oh, I don't know who Suki Waterhouse is." I'm like, "Yeah, you don't. She's married to George Clooney." Fully thinking she's married to George Clooney. It's Robert Pattinson this whole time.
They don't even look the same.
I was thinking that Robert Pattinson was George. I don't know what this has been going on for 2 months now.
It's the funniest thing ever. Because all these patients are like, I didn't think George Clooney was married to her.
I'm like, yeah, it's crazy, right? Gaslighting every single one of my patients.
Oh, that actually, talking about celebrities makes me want to bring up one more thing.
Okay.
How about this Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni smear campaign?
Yeah, I just saw that Dumois post.
That's now coming to light. This reminds me a lot of like the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp issues, and obviously different scenario, whatever, but the way that like these women are being painted and campaigned against essentially to seem horrible when in fact like the abuse maybe started with the man in the situation. It's not surprising to me because I think this country jumps at any opportunity to hate on women and not believe them. But just reading like social media comments about this, after this like 80-page lawsuit comes out, there's people analyzing it page for page. All of these statements that were like sent to Justin and his team months before Blake was even getting this bad press, and like these things that you can't really deny happened. People are still like, I don't believe it. She sucks. And I think it's just so like not surprising, but like disheartening. And it's just another reminder that like women aren't believed. So in for 2025, let's freaking believe women, even if you don't like them. Like maybe you don't love Blake Lively, but can you just like believe that there was abuse that happened? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look at the lawsuit because I didn't study it in detail, but I looked at some of the pages that people were referencing, and like this stuff is clearly written out, and it's things that you can just read for yourself too. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. Can we also say like it's so weird that like when a woman is like, if she's like a CEO of a company or something, has like strong opinions about things, what she wants her company to look like or her movie or her vision, and she's like standing up for herself, then she's a bitch. But then a man does that and he's just like being a man and no one says anything about it.
Yeah.
Because what I heard about Blake Lively from the It Ends With Us movie is that she was doing press for it and making it seem like this rom-com, like cute, like fun, flirty thing that you're going to go with your girlfriends. And it's like this trigger warning. It's like a movie about like DV, which a lot of people, some people that didn't read the book don't know about going in, and blah, blah, blah. She's like, where are your florals? That's how they like made it seem to like make her look at the bad guy from what I saw on TikTok.
Yeah.
And I kind of fell for it too. I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy.
At first, like, it was wild to not be like, okay, well, why would you market it that way? But in the lawsuit, it lays out that like she was contractually, how do you say that?
Like by
But that's a word. Why can't
by
I
a
say
contract,
it?
like she had a contract.
Contractually?
I don't know that.
In her contract, she was supposed to promote this movie as a rom-com. Like it said that for her to do that. And then it says in the lawsuit, like Justin told his team, like, I only want videos of me released to look good, to be talking about domestic violence, because it was supposed to make her look bad. And this is all stuff that we're like learning now, but like now people are hearing this and like, I don't buy it. And this is stuff from months ago, like well before any of this happened.
People love to like chew up people in the press.
Yeah. Wild.
They probably kind of did it to get more press for the movie, maybe even.
Yeah.
To like have some kind of scandal around it about how it was released. I mean, we
maybe.
could go like deep into the lore with that
all
one.
Press
this is
all
all
press. Yeah.
This is all like speculation, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in that field, but that's crazy. Like when, you say like, don't believe everything you don't believe everything you see online, but you do believe in it.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm like, damn.
My takeaway is just, I tend to just believe women anytime I hear something now. Cause I'm like, I mean, I feel like I've always like kind of overcompensated as a girl's girl where like, I tend to like hate on men more. And that's just like from who I am as a person. I'm like, I believe women because I'm a girl's girl. But aside from just being a girl's girl, like there is a like cultural, societal, political need to believe women because we are underbelieved and people choose to hate on us. So in for 2025, believe women.
Because also, sadly, women like to hate on women too.
There's a lot of internalized misogyny out there.
In competition, women seeing women as competition. And I mean, I've been there when I've been like jealous of people before, I think. Yeah. But like that shifted huge for me where like, if you're jealous of your friends, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Like you want to be supportive and loving of your friends.
I think like Drew Afualo wrote her book Loud this past year and I read it and she has a whole chapter on like pick me girls and everyone has their like pick me era and like it is something that like is ingrained in patriarchal living to like be a pick me. So you almost have to like unlearn that and outgrow that at some point and just not everyone does. So it's kind of a phase that everyone has to go through.
Yeah, and learn from.
Because of the patriarchy. So thanks,
and
Drew.
It's so much better to like hype up your friends and like have hot friends that you're proud of
Mm-hmm.
and to show off and like go out and have fun with than like going out and like hating on your friend for like looking hotter than you or something.
Literally.
Like it's so weird.
It's very weird.
Oh, that's good. Well, we've already kind of started our little like ins and outs for 2025, guys.
Yeah. We made our own little list.
I like the number 5. I'm deciding. I kind of like it.
That was my number in soccer growing up. That was number 5.
Guess what mine was? I'm sending it to you. I didn't play soccer. I played volleyball.
17.
That was one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I have 2 more. Let's see if you can get them. Wait, think about it. Think about it.
24.
Close, but not.
Was it
21?
22? Oh, I was going to say 22.
Wait, that also wasn't my volleyball number. That's just one of my favorite numbers.
You said 21.
Wait. No, one of my numbers was 42 though.
Nice. Is there another one I'm supposed to be guessing?
Yeah, there's one more.
9. Shut up. Really? Wait, so I guessed both of your volleyball numbers?
And you guessed 24 and it was actually 42.
That's so weird.
21 is just one of my favorite numbers because of the guy that's like 21.
Oh, yeah.
But my numbers were 42, 17, and 9.
That's crazy. And I just guessed all of them pretty much?
Yeah.
Whoa, we're so in line. Honestly, that was awesome.
Also, 42 as a volleyball number is crazy.
What? Like, why did they do that?
What the fuck?
Why would there be 42?
Why would they give me the number 42? There's only like 10 people on the team.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking outside the 20s because why would there be numbers in the 40s?
That's crazy.
That's so funny.
All right, moving on. Let's get on with it.
Want to hear some of my ins?
All right, let's go.
Do you want me to like rapid fire through my list?
I think let me pull up because I got a hefty old list here.
Or should we go back and
Let's
forth?
go back and forth because do we want to do ins first, then out?
Let's do ins first.
Okay, yeah, we'll do all ins first. And some of these are pelvic health related, like sexual health related. So you're going to be getting some little pelvic healthy tips, but also life related.
Yes. All right, first in, spaghetti straps.
Oh, okay.
Right? Doesn't it seem like a good year for that?
Yeah, I'm down.
Like a tank top every once in a while?
Yeah.
With spaghetti straps?
That's kind of hot.
Right?
Yeah,
I
with like
figured
no
you would
bra.
like it. No bra. Absolutely no bras.
And like low rise
bras
pants,
are out.
like low rise jeans or something.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm thinking like white specifically.
Yeah, cute.
Okay. So my next one is going to be, maybe I'll go based off of yours because you did like a little clothing one. Lipstick stains on coffee cups.
Ooh, that is cute. Sassy.
Yeah.
Especially in the
And
morning.
mugs. Yeah. Like I want to be like driving in my car and like there's a coffee cup in there from like yesterday and there's like lipstick stains on it because that makes me think of my Aunt Linda when I was a kid.
Yeah. I like the backstory too for that in. Okay. Room sprays.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm just into them right now.
Mm-hmm. And pillow sprays. All right. Mixed metals jewelry.
Hell yeah.
Silver and gold because I'm tired of choosing.
I just got past my block with that this year, and I'm excited to fully embrace it in 2025.
I love mixed metals.
Over-ear headphones.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
We know this. Okay, my next one is in for 2025. Literally only ever watching your own story over and over again because you're obsessed with yourself and you don't care about anyone else.
Is that 2025 or is that what we did this year?
For real. But I'm going to continue it on in 2025.
I do.
I don't even watch other people's stories at this point.
I do be watching my own story the most.
Go ahead.
Tongue scraping.
Oh, I could get into it. I want to.
I know. We should get really into our oral hygiene this year.
I got into it this like past year. I had my Invisalign era.
I got really into mouthwash and flossing this year, but I think tongue scraping is next.
In water flossing.
Ooh, I don't even have one yet.
Get one.
Okay, I'll get one.
I have the Burst one.
Okay,
It's
cool.
called Burst. You'll like it. There's
In the
a little
shower?
smiley face on it. Yeah, I keep it in my shower.
Cool. I'm going to do that. You're up.
Lubricant during sex.
Mm-hmm.
Penetrative sex. Lubricant.
It's fun. Okay.
Also, did you know they make flavored lubricants?
Yes. You told me that.
There's a creme brulee flavor.
Oh, I love creme brulee.
Yeah. There's a creme brulee flavor. Let me know if you guys want the link.
Squatty potty, of course.
Dar.
It's never going out of style. Get your squatty potty for 2025. Start the year right.
Mm-hmm. In for 2025. Drinking at least 64 ounces of water bottles. What? Drinking at least 64 ounces of Drinking at least 64 ounces of water a day. Which, what does that look like, Hannah? I don't want to measure. Well, do you have a Stanley? Drink 1.5 Stanleys a day. Or drink 2 Stanleys a day if you want to be, that's 80 ounces.
Can we hold each other accountable for that?
I thought you were just going to ask if we can just hold each other. And I was like, sure.
Because
we can hold each other.
I don't think I've had water in December.
Dude, yeah, it's been bad.
It's been a bad month for water.
It's been bad month for water.
Yeah, it's been coffee and wine.
My biggest tip is buying like a cup that you're obsessed with, and it has to have a straw.
What's your favorite bottle? Mine is the Awala.
Yeah, mine's the Brewmate Era.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love the Brewmate Era cup. Awala's close second, but mine's better. All right.
Free bleeding or the Flex Disc?
Yeah, that's good.
I think why not, right?
Yeah.
It's time to just embrace it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a protest.
Yeah, I love the Flex Disc. You guys know we love that. Drinking water before and after bladder irritants, so that includes coffee.
Have I had water today? No, but I will start.
In 2025, which is now. This is coming out now.
Yeah. Pocket rocks or crystals. I just got a few like handheld guys. And you know what? My reason for this is because I'm a nail picker. So unless I have my nails done, which I normally do, I will be like chipping away, picking at my cuticles, all that. And someone gave me the advice of keeping like a rock and crystal in your pocket that you can play with instead. But then also they have meetings. So now I have like a few pocket crystals that have different like meetings and protections and all that. And I'm trying to like carry them around with me at all times in 2025.
Being intentional about it.
And then I can play with them.
That goes off of our Reiki episode with Dr. Lay. Because we talked about how like, okay, even if you don't believe that like this crystal is going to like heal your inner soul, okay, you're picking out that crystal, you know that it has that meaning behind it. You're picking that out in the morning. So now during the day, you're going to be intentional about like, whatever, loving yourself. You're holding like a rose quartz. Like you're like, I'm going to practice self-love today.
Yeah, I love that. What's your next one?
My next one is craft nights or cooking nights with your girlfriends.
Oh, cute. Can we do cooking nights?
I want to do that.
I haven't cooked a thing.
I want to like I told you for 2025, I want to have like a once a month thing where we like alternate who cooks.
Nice.
And we have like a theme for that night.
I just added 2 to my list because of what you just said.
It's okay. I can go off of that one because I have a side note for that. Random fancy dinner nights with your girlfriends, like choosing a restaurant in Chicago you haven't been to yet or wherever you guys live. And picking, if it's like a restaurant that's like really hard to get reservations, literally just picking a random night. And if it's like a month away and booking like a reservation for 5 and then like texting your friends and
yeah, I love that. We got to do that more. We have low key, we've been eating like trash rats this fourth quarter.
Yeah, this has been bad.
It's been bad. I actually just added meal prepping to my ins, and like I was very into meal prepping years ago when I was like more into like diet culture, and now I'm like pretty anti-diet. But meal prepping is still great. Like make a big batch of pasta when you make it so that you have like leftovers. Like today I had pasta to eat for lunch because I made pasta last night, and I'm like, why don't I do that more?
Yeah, lately I've just been looking because I move so much and do so much. All I look at is food is fuel. I don't look at it as like, this has this many calories or whatever. I'm just like, oh, this is edible? Okay, I need to eat.
I'm starving.
I'm starving.
I feel that.
Also, just like lately, I just go to restaurants. I just pick whatever I want. Like I don't think about, oh, this is unhealthy, whatever. I'm like, that looks good. Let's get it. Like I don't think about that at all.
I think I've gotten a lot more intuitive with like what feels good in my body. And that's more of like the eater I want to be. I don't want to be a dieter.
Yeah. And if I'm craving something, I'm going to get that.
Yeah. 100%.
Like I'm kind of craving small cheval right now.
Dang, that sounds good. We'd have to order it like soon.
Oh, damn. Okay.
All right.
My next one is smut books, obviously. That was a quick throw in.
Ooh, that goes with my next one. Okay. Bamboo bedding. Because I want to feel
How does that go together?
Because I read them in bed.
Oh, period.
Duh. You can't read a smut book that far away from your nightside table.
You're right. You're right.
But do you remember the bedding Sarah had when we visited?
Yes.
I ordered the comforter because it was so luxurious, but I want to like have all the bamboo bedding and it's like this natural fabric and so sexy. And I'm like, yes, I want that.
Hell yes.
Then we'll read our smut books.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My next one kind of goes off of that. Dark showers.
Oh, I've never done that.
You never done that?
Like lights off?
I do this.
Do you use like a candle or what?
Yes.
Really?
I'll do like 2 candles maybe.
In the shower.
Not in the shower. I put it like I don't have a curtain,
Mm.
so I have a glass door, so I put the candles outside. But I used to when I had like curtains, I put them on like the edge of the tub.
Whoa.
Dark showers are the best.
I've never literally
like,
done that in my
I don't
life.
have a bathtub anymore, so that's how I relax too.
That's cool. I'll try it.
And if you take a shower with someone, taking a shower, like a dark shower, is way better than like lights on.
That's true.
Especially if it's the first time.
I do love a partner shower.
Yeah.
It's like one of my favorite
Put on like some music, and then like you don't have to have sex in the shower because everyone knows that is hard. We're not lying.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun, but like
it's different.
It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to. It can literally just be like you're showering with your partner.
It's just like nice to like have someone to lather your back and like cuddle
Mm-hmm.
the shower.
Partner showers are in for 2025. More of them.
Another in vintage capsule wardrobe. I really want like some staple vintage pieces that are just like timeless and cool and aren't going to go out of style.
Love that. You are doing that.
I know I am.
In for 2025, certified pelvic freak merch coming soon.
Ooh, keep your eyes peeled.
Also, okay, let's get a little bit more serious here. Discussing your values in friendships and relationships at the beginning of meeting someone new, whether it's a friend or relationship, to make sure you're on the same page.
I love that.
To stop wasting time.
Yeah, good communication, what you're looking for. If you don't know, then communicate that. Like, I love communication.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Dancing in the living room. I'm like, let's get serious. Dancing in the living room.
That's on. Yeah, I do that. I mean, my living room is my whole apartment because I have a studio, but
I want to do it more. Like that night where we like manifested and then we had a dance party. That was so fun.
I have this good playlist, and Don't Ya by the Pussycat Dolls is on there.
Nice.
And I be dancing to that shit.
Hell yeah.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was
hot like me?
And Buttons and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, Buttons is good.
Dancing to that. All right. Going to pelvic floor PT during pregnancy, even if you don't have symptoms, and going postpartum.
Yes.
And when I say if you don't have symptoms, that means pain, incontinence, whatever it is.
Period. I have nothing to add. Perfect. My next one is accepting compliments.
Oh,
and my therapist phrased this in such a productive way where I was telling her like when we threw the grand opening, I was like, I feel weird like celebrating myself and like having that attention and people like coming up to me and saying like, good job with things. And she was like, well, like think about it this way. If you compliment someone and they just reject your compliment, that's like a form of rejection for you instead of them just saying like, oh, thank you so much. And I thought about that and it's so real. And I'm like, okay, you know what? When people are like nice to me, I'm just going to say thank you so much and get used to like accepting the compliment.
That's a good one.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
2025.
I compliment people a lot. And when people like don't accept my compliment, it makes me sad.
Yeah. I agree.
So if you're also thinking about other people,
because there's a lot of people that are just like, oh no, stop it. And I've done that too. And so I'm trying not to do that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what else volunteering more for your community.
Cool. I love that. We have some cool volunteer stuff coming up this year I'm excited about. In drinking plain water. For the longest time, I was only drinking water that had electrolytes in it because I was like, I need salt because that's what like wellness culture says, whatever. And I'm like, I also just want to drink plain water sometimes and it's better sometimes. And yeah, I'm going to get back into it.
That's what I tell my patients when they come in and they're like, oh, I put this in it. I'm like, well, you can drink other things, but make sure you get your 64 ounces of just plain water, nothing in it.
Yeah, because for a while I wouldn't drink water unless it had something in it. And I'm like, then I didn't drink as much water. So if it's going to hold you back, don't need to do that every time.
I think I'm nearing the end, but going off of yours, you said drinking plain water. I said dirty martinis.
Ooh, I love a dirty martini.
I love dirty gin martini specifically.
That olive. You love the blue cheese olive.
I love the blue cheese olives. I went to I don't know how to say it.
Izakaya.
I went to Izakaya. I got a dirty martini there. Dirty gin martini. They don't have blue cheese stuffed olives. It's like cream cheese, wasabi stuffed olives because it's like the Japanese spin on it. And it was really good. We should go there.
I'm down.
Together.
That sounds good. I have one more. Walking up to the gate as your group is boarding. I love a last minute airport situation. It just like gives me life to be like, I didn't even have to sit down. My group is boarding. And I'm going to keep doing that in 2025. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm a last minute airport arrival person. That's why we traveled well together.
We walked up to the gate as we were boarding and we were both like very chill about it.
We were sitting in the Chase lounge before our flight, and I'm like a very like laid back person. I don't get stressed about like being late. I'm like, I know it's going to work out for me. So I was like sitting and we were having like our orange wine glasses sitting at the bar. So I was like, I looked at my phone and was like, oh, our plane stops boarding in 8 minutes. And Amanda's like, okay, yeah, we'll make it. Don't worry. And I actually started panicking a little bit, but we made it, like very last people to like get on the plane. We made it.
Yeah. To be fully honest with you, I forgot we were on such a small plane. So when you said it was done boarding in 8 minutes, I was also surprised because normally like the plane boards for like 20, 30 minutes. I still wasn't stressed because I've been to LaGuardia a few times and I knew where the gate was. But that was probably as close as I would ever cut it.
Yeah, that was pretty close. But my last one that I had on my list was flying to New York more on a whim in 2025, just like Chicago and New York. It's so close.
Hell yeah. It was so fun.
Just like, let's just go for weekends more often.
We could even go for like one night and then just go to the Chase Lounge.
Yeah.
Just true. Need a hotel.
It was so nice in there. All
so
right.
fun.
Well, those are our ends. Do you have any more ends?
Oh, we have a couple listener ones that I wanted to
listener
read that were
ends.
fun.
Listener ends. Oh, I had one more and I said peen.
Peen.
How do you even say peen? Say peen.
Peeing.
Peen.
Peeing.
Peen.
You're not adding a G at the end.
Peen.
She can't say peeing. She can't say peeing.
Peen.
You're literally saying peen. That's awesome.
Peen. There we go. Peen.
Sure.
Peen every 2 to 3 hours.
Peeing every 2 to 3 hours.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
So that's considered a quote unquote normal urinary frequency.
I used to say every 2 to 4 hours, and then Amanda says 2 to 3. So now I say 2 to 3. So
2 to 4 is probably
2
fine.
to 4
too.
is fine too.
A couple lister ones: community care, sex and gender liberation, fighting for what's right. Snaps for that.
These are all ends, by the way.
These are ins. And then we have morning sunlight, long walks, and dancing more. And we loved all of those. So great ones. Dun, dun, dun. Is it time for the outs? Guys, it's been a year and I have some opinions on what we need to stop doing.
Oh, me too.
2025.
My ins list was a lot longer than my outs, but I still got opinions.
I agree. My outs is shorter and we might come up with some as we go. Who knows? Out number 1, fast fashion. Let's cut it out with that.
Yeah, get rid of it.
We don't need to be doing that.
Boo.
Boo. We have so many cool, especially if you live in a city like Chicago, there's like so many cool vintage options. If you're not into like buying from these expensive boutiques or smaller businesses, there's like amazing thrifting here. And we just don't need to be doing that.
Yeah. Outs. What are you doing text? Or are you out tonight text?
Ew.
WYD or are you out tonight?
WYD gives me the biggest ick.
Make a plan with me.
I should have added that to the ick list. That is the grossest thing you could text me. I will not respond.
Yeah.
Like I literally won't respond.
Grow up.
What are you doing? Shut up.
Grow up.
Shut up.
Are you out tonight? Well, I say that sometimes.
I don't say that. I probably don't say that.
I probably do.
Yeah.
I've probably said like, what are you doing tonight? No, have I?
What are you doing tonight? Articulated is different than WYD.
When I say a WYD text, I mean like specifically it's like 1 a.m. and it's like Saturday night.
And booty call.
And they say, what are you doing?
Yeah. All right, my next one is avocado toast. Don't come for me. I just think it's a little overrated these days. There's so many good breakfast options for brunch. I like making avocado toast at home, but I like zhuzh it up and I got to like add some good stuff to it for me to really love it. But yeah, I just think in 2025, let's like be a little more creative. I don't know. That's my take.
I like that. Avocado toast pisses me off because my avocados be going bad.
That's tough.
That's why like when I go to get a poke bowl and they're like, avocados extra, do you mind? I'm like, I get it. It's hard to keep those fuckers alive.
They be going bad. And they're expensive to begin with.
They are. Out. Letting men drag you or being sad about a man. You got to be in your boss bitch era. Get over it.
I love that.
Do not let
honestly.
men drag you anymore. If you are a pelvic freak and you're letting a man walk all over you and you're like waiting for a guy's text and shit like that, bro.
Disgusting. Next out. Okay. Comparison. Just like in general.
I have that on mine too.
Stop comparing yourself to others. You are a different person with a different life. I don't know.
That's on facts.
Sorry, I got distracted because a text came through. I need to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
You're a different person with a different life.
There's no, like, when you're comparing, it's honestly a little ridiculous. Because, like, what are you comparing?
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, comparison is the thief of joy.
Instead of comparing, think about like what about that person you're comparing yourself to like attracts you to them or like makes you feel like you have to compare yourself to them, and then see if you can like take aspects of like how they live their life and apply them to yours.
Oh, on that note, taking advice from people that you would not trade places with.
Yeah.
I am so over just like when you're having a conversation and someone's like, oh, I would do this, this, and this. And I'm like, I don't want your life. I like the life I'm living. I wasn't really asking for advice. Like, just be so secure in your own authority and like who you are that like you can really pick and choose who you're taking advice from. That's one of my ins for 2025.
That's a mistake I've made in the past.
Yeah. Oh, we all do.
Mhm.
We all do, like, actively. It's something I have to check myself on regularly.
Yeah. Like sometimes if I get advice from other people, I'm like, well, let me ask Amanda first.
I love that. I ask you too. And a lot of times it's like relationship advice or things that like people feel very strongly about, but it's like, do I want that relationship? Is that like symbolic of what I'm looking for? Like, take that into consideration before you're just listening to other people chat about stuff, you know?
Mine off of that was also doom scrolling was out for 2025. Mine was doom scrolling and comparing yourself to others on the internet.
That's a really good one. I need to also do that.
Mm-hmm.
It really helps me to like have a Kindle next to my bed. So instead of picking up my phone, I pick up my Kindle and I just like read.
Because it's like a
until I
device
fall
still,
back
kinda,
asleep.
Yeah, like that.
And I don't have to turn the lights on to use it. Like it's already backlit, so that's nice. All right, next I have frozen meals, and this one is very specific to me because I basically lived off of the Trader Joe's chicken soup dumplings this year. And don't get me wrong, I like them, but the Trader Joe's chicken soup dumplings are out for me in 2025 because I overdid it, 1, and 2, I just need to diversify my diet and cook a little bit more, I think.
Well, we're going to have our cooking nights now.
We're going to have our cooking nights. It'll be
So we're
good.
going to get better because I think that'll be good because I'm going to get better at cooking. So my goal for 2025 is to be confident cooking for people. Like if I have someone over, if it's like a date or something I want to impress, like I want to be able to cook really well. Like I can cook, but like I want to be really confident and be like, this is going to fucking slap your dick off.
Okay. Slapping the dick off. Okay, out for me. We already talked about it earlier, but bras.
Period.
I already stopped doing it in 2024. My favorite thing is to wear like a random shirt to the airport and not have a bra on and just like scare people. I don't know. Like I'm so over wearing a bra. Why are we doing that?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm wearing one right now. Don't hate me. But I really wish I wasn't. Certain shirts feel weird against nipples.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would.
Like this material.
Okay, if you're not wearing a bra, the Skims bra, the Skims bralette is my move. The scoop neck bralette. That's what it's called. The Skims scoop. Okay, out. We already also talked about this one, and it's sleep farting.
I feel like that should be in.
It should be in. Everyone, please start doing it.
You can't even control it.
God damn it! I'm thinking about it again.
It's fine. Stop thinking about it.
Let's move on.
I'll move on. Okay, this is a 2-for-1: HIIT training and distance running for me. HIIT training, if we're like talking pelvic health and things that I recommend, it's like not one of those go-to exercises that are beneficial to women. It's one that has very few research on how it impacts women's hormone production and things like that. And we know that some like slower lifting and Pilates-based movements, I'm not saying cardio is bad for women. There's a very real need for cardio training, and you can train like different aspects of HIIT training, like sprinting, things like that are very beneficial for people. So I'm not saying not to do it at all. But when it's your only mode of exercise, it's not probably the best thing you could be doing.
Dude, when I was working out and like really heavily cardio focused, I felt like that was the most toxic workout routine I had.
Me too.
But I think it's because my focus was like, I got to do cardio, I got to lose weight.
Mhm.
And now I don't think about that as much. And this is very general. I'm not saying that that's how everyone thinks that does cardio. This was me specifically, like when I was training and doing only HIIT workouts. What's it called? Circuit training, intervals. What's it called when you have 20? Oh, Tabata.
Mhm.
Tabata, HIIT, intervals, all that stuff. I look about the same. Like there's no like really different. I honestly
looked worse.
I think I look better now, and I
Mhm.
don't even really do cardio for real. I go on really long hot girl walks.
Mhm.
I went on like a 6-mile walk when it was before it got really cold out, and it was
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah, I love
And then
a
I
long
run
walk.
sometimes if I'm feeling it. I'm like, oh, I can put a pep in my step.
Yeah, I think for me, it's just like when I have like a distance running goal or something, I then start to hate my workouts. Like, regardless of whether I liked running going into it, I'm like, I just want to run if I feel like it. I want to do things that feel good, but I don't want that to be like my main mode of exercise.
If you are a distance runner, though, that's totally fine. That's your jazz. This is just us.
it's just us.
And
That's out for me.
I like have loved my body so much more now that I'm prioritizing like feeling strong and doing workouts that make me feel strong. Not even like at Pilates, I'm not like sweating actively like in the workout, but like the next day I feel like so strong.
Yeah.
And when I can like hold that plank for like that full freaking like 4 minutes that they
Mhm.
be having you crunching, or
Yeah.
like and in pole dancing, like I just feel so strong when I get like a new trick. That's how I know I'm doing my things.
Totally. I mean, for me, I was worried that spectating the marathon would really make me want to sign up for the 2025 marathon because I was supposed to run the 2023 and then I got a stress fracture. And when I went to spectate, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Mhm.
That looks awful to me. And I just know that for me, that's not aligned right now.
Yeah. Which it's cool if it is. I ran a half marathon one time.
Me
and
too.
it was great. I think it's a great goal to have and like a fun thing to like work towards. Like people like having goals.
Mhm.
Also like yoga. Like I feel so good after I do like a yoga class. And that's not like an intense mode of movement for like losing weight loss or whatever. Like I just feel good after I do a yoga class. Just like be happy.
Just do what you want to do.
All right.
I don't want to distance run.
But my next out is being perfect. Get over it.
You won't be. So you might as well get over it.
Get over it.
My next one is getting a new piercing every time something bad happens.
You said that's out?
That's out for me simply because I got too many this year.
They look cool as shit though.
They look great. I love a new piercing. I'm not saying I won't get any, but
Mhm.
every time something bad happens is out for me.
Yeah. My out is no foreplay during sex.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Just jump into the penetration. Don't
Yeah.
do that. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. It's weird.
Unless you're like in a bathroom and it's heated and you want
Wait,
that
what?
every once in a while. You know, like a
This
little,
sounded very
you
specific.
know, like a little bathroom quickie every once in a while.
She goes, unless you're in a bathroom and it's heated.
Okay, if you want a quickie every once in a while,
Yeah,
fine.
quickies are fine. That's fun and exciting.
But
In public,
yeah,
for sure.
Foreplay is, yeah, you got to be doing it.
Mhm.
It's the best part.
Yeah. Stairwell.
Yeah. My next one is buying 3 versions of the same book because I will buy a physical copy and then I won't read the physical copy. So I have to get it on my Kindle. And then if I'm reading 3 books at once, I'm like, oh, it'd be easier to listen to this. So then I'll also get it as an audiobook. And I need to stop doing that. And I need to just know that I'm going to read it on Kindle and I'm just going to get it on Kindle.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I know some of you can relate to that.
That's so funny.
That was it for me, I think. Okay, some listener ones. Amazon and Starbucks. Snaps for that. We don't need to be doing that, especially like we live in West Loop. We have so many local coffee shops. I haven't had Starbucks in a long time, but I get it if you're like on a road trip. It's the only option, like whatever. But
I like
if you
Big B.
can make
I like
it,
Big B if I'm on the road.
I don't even know what that is. That's a Southern thing
Mm.
because you go to Kentucky.
Yeah, I do that.
I've not driven there.
You don't need to. It's fine.
But yeah, I'd even like go to Dunkin' over Starbucks, honestly, most of the time. But yeah, I mean, shop local is basically the gist with that one. Next one is calling your son my king, little king. No, he's not. This one, We can't relate to that because we don't have sons, but this sounds like something in the mom community. And I'm so curious if other people feel this way. And I want to know. Let us know.
That's funny.
My king. No, he's not. That's so unintentionally funny to say. Next one, reusable paper straws. I didn't know paper straws were reusable.
That's weird.
Because that sounds like it would get soggy, and I don't
like paper straws. I just don't do straws. Okay. I have my BrewMate cup as a straw in it, but that's it.
All right, last one is matching family pajamas. Like, stop.
I can't decide my opinion on that.
I'm not fully against it, but I haven't done it either. Well, I would match with you.
Yeah, me and Amanda like to Mary Kate and Ashley match is what we call it. It's like the same vibe and like kind of the same outfit, but like different colors, or like if I'm wearing like a mini skirt and like high heel boots, or she's wearing like a
mini skirt and a kitten heel.
Yeah.
Like a different type of shoe with it, or like similar, like
similar aesthetics.
The other day we took a Pilates class and we unintentionally wore the exact same outfit in different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same socks, the same yoga pants, the same top, all different colors.
Mm-hmm. That was weird. It's crazy.
That was wild. Those are ins and outs from us and some pelvic freaks. If you have some to add, please let us know, because this is like our favorite thing to look at and read. And we'll probably make a list and post it on our Instagram as well. So it's not too late to, well, it probably is too late to add yours in. I'm not even going to lie. But we still want to hear them. Make sure you're following us on socials at Pelvic POV, and you can follow our personal accounts in our bio from there. And you can also find a link in our bio to submit any questions, stories, anything you have. Those remain anonymous, or you can just DM us if you're cool with us seeing your username.
Truck, yeah. Happy New Year, Pelvic Freaks.
Happy New Year's, Pelvic Freaks.
Hope you didn't celebrate too hard.
Or you did, and now you're drinking 64 ounces of water.
At minimum.
Okay, bye.
Bye.